help us understand what the difference is between therapy and biblical counseling. How would you define each of those things?
Okay, that is actually a very important question, and so much of the action for decades is in the answer to that question. Let me answer it by starting in a different spot, and let me say that in order to answer the question, you have to answer what, who, and where. Okay, so we talk about whatever this thing is, therapy or biblical counseling, whatever it is, we're talking about a what. And the what are the problems that people have. So people have problems. We all know people have problems. And counseling, biblical counseling, therapy, any kind of talking cure is
Hmm.
about those problems. That's the what. Then there is the who. Is who has the right, who has the expertise to be able to address those problems. This whole thing, the sort of the counseling wars, as they call them, is really a turf war about who has the right to give the answers and solutions and help to those people with the problems. So you got what problems, who are the helpers, and then the where. And this is the eye of the tornado. The where is, where do we get the foundation for the answers and solutions and help? Where is the authority to explain the nature of the problems and the nature of the solutions? Okay. Everybody, whether you call it therapy or whether you call it biblical counseling, everybody agrees we have problems. If you really want to understand the difference, you have to understand the authority. Biblical counselors believe the authoritative answers and solutions and help are found in the scriptures of the Old and New Testament. And therapists believe or secular therapy believes the authority comes from the secular world. Thinkers out there with degrees and MDs and PhDs and understanding problems secularly defined. The who then is answered in what you think the answer to the authority is. If you believe the scriptures contain the authoritative answers, then you'll believe the people who are authorized to give help to those people with problems are people who believe the Bible. And if you believe that the authority for counseling conversations is secular research and secular findings, then you'll believe people who are secularly trained are the ones who have the right and the wisdom to address the people with the problems. So what I would say is, what's the difference between therapy and biblical counseling? Therapy is what secular people call the attempt to help hurting people, and biblical counseling or something like that is what committed Christians ought to call the attempt to help people with problems.